From politically driven lyric changes to songs just here to clearly pad out the running time, and to Akwafina rapping. This movie's gonna be torture. So, this video, I'm not even gonna talk about, like, any, like, new footage or anything like that, or the reviews or anything, because, one, you all know that I don't give a shit about critic reviews, and two, there's something else I want to talk about. Because recently, the soundtrack was released on YouTube, and it's pretty bad. And I'm not just saying this just to try to make myself hate this movie, because I know I'm going to hate it already. I don't even have to force myself to hate it, but this is awful. So, I'm just gonna jump right into it. I'm not gonna use any, like, clips from the songs, because, if anything, showing from my Peter Pan and Wendy, trailer review that Disney will silence any criticism no matter how small the channel is, but I will make one exception later on, so, and we'll get to that when we get there. So, there are some that I'm not going to go too deep into, so let's just get started. The Part of Your World ones are fine, there's nothing inherently wrong with them. There's a new reprise added to it, that was, again, kind of pointless. It's the same thing as adding a One Jump Ahead reprise 2 from Aladdin. It's not terrible, but it's just, there's no point in having it. And then the other one I'm not really going to get into is Poor Unfortunate Souls, because it's not very well sung, but in this case, your character is Ursula. It doesn't really need to be well sung. I kind of chalk it up to similar, like, Meryl Streep from Into the Woods, where, like, her singing isn't great. She's kind of, like, talk singing through it, but it's perfectly serviceable for the character she's playing. I don't like Melissa McCarthy, like, at all, but as far as this song goes, it's like, it could have been worse, I guess. But there's some I want to get into, and mainly it's ones that are changed or added. Now, changes and additions are things that should be done in adaptations and remakes. I've been saying that for years, but not only do I not like what they changed, I don't like why they changed it, because I heard about this ahead of time, and I knew it was going to anger me, and it did. So, first one up, the first one I listened to was Under the Sea. Now, this is my favorite song from the original, I really do like it, and here, Daveed Diggs, is that the guy's name? His singing is good, obviously, it's good, but they add Ariel into it, singing along with it, and automatically that ruins it, because it entirely misses the point of the song. And of course, when one idiot comes up with a praise for it that doesn't even make any sense, everybody else runs with it, saying, oh, it's good that, I like that they added Ariel, because it shows she doesn't hate her life underwater. I saw that, like, 30 different times, just off of, like, a minute scrolling through the comments on these videos are cringy, like the Part of Your World ones, where everyone's saying, oh, it brought me to tears, oh, I'm crying from how good this was. It's like, oh my god, this is so goddamn cringy. If you like it, fine, but don't pretend you were crying from it. But whatever. And adding her in it completely misses the point of the entire point is that she does kind of hate her life underwater now. She doesn't like it, and that's why she wants to go off and do something else. That's the entire point of the song is Sebastian convincing her that that isn't a good idea. And you know what? If you wanted to add Ariel to this song, there is a way you could have done it. Maybe add in a verse of her, like, bringing in a counter-argument to him, similar to something like America from West Side Story, where you have Bernard, like, singing the bad things he hates about America, while, is it Anita? Is singing about why she likes America, and then he comes in and sings why he doesn't like America. Do something, if you had done something like that, that would have actually been pretty interesting. That would have been a decent idea, but that would have required half a second of thought, because that took me all of 3 seconds to come up with. And again, that would have been a cool idea, but that's not what they did, so they just completely missed the entire point of this song. And the lyrics are done, and by the way, the new songs and new lyrics are done by Lin-Manuel Miranda, and I don't really like Lin-Manuel Miranda, and we'll get to, again, there is a song that people, even in the comments, that is the one song that people could not defend. You all know what I'm talking about if you've seen this, so we'll get to that. Then there's Kiss the Girl, and again, singing from Daveed Diggs, oh my god, I think that's his name, Daveed Diggs, that sounds right. It's fine, and adding in Flounder and Scuttle in concept is okay, but neither of them can sing. But they changed lyrics, but that's not inherently a bad thing. The Aladdin remake changed lyrics in every single song except for A Whole New World, and those changes were fine. My problem with the changes in this song is that they were politically driven. And I know this because I heard about it ahead of time, so I already knew what I was getting myself into, because they don't want it to be like sexual harassment or whatever and all that other garbage. So, and again, the entire like feminist bullshit behind this movie is that, oh, she doesn't need a man in this. Did you forget the plot that she needs the man to kiss her and or she basically dies? Did you forget that was one of the main plot points of the movie? Good God, I hate these people. But yeah, so I hated that, and again, all the behind the scenes stuff is just killing this movie. And they're already making the movie worse because they're just showing that they have no fucking idea what they're doing. Moving on, this rant's already longer than I was anticipating. Then there's some new ones. There's a song called Wild Uncharted Waters sung by Eric. Giving Eric a solo is a good idea, similar to what they did with Jasmine and Aladdin. I just don't really like this song. And again, it's done for padding. It's the same thing with Evermore from Beauty and the Beast. It's like, isn't needed. Same thing with that reprise of Part of Your World. And then there was another song by Ariel. What was it called? For the First Time. Don't know how they're incorporating this, since she's not supposed to be able to talk. But, I don't know. And, again, it's just not that great. It's not a terrible song, but I just don't really care for it that much. But then, oh boy, this is the reason why I made this video, is a new song for Scuttle called Scuttlebutt. No, that's really the name of the song. And having Akwafina rap. Now, I already don't know why they casted Akwafina in the first place. Because one, they gender swapped the role, because of fucking course they did. And two, why do Disney and Hollywood love Akwafina so much? And the comments on this song fucking trashed it. And it was so funny. The other ones are like, oh my god, I'm crying. This is so amazing. I'm in tears. It's like, oh, all that cringy garbage. Like, again, if you like the rendition of the song, fine. But don't pretend you were brought to tears by it. It makes you sound like a 5-year-old girl. And this one was roasted to hell. I mean, okay, so I'm going to play just a quick, 5-second clip of this. And it's Akwafina rapping. Just listen to this inane horseshit.
Remember that swamp? Remember my song in the swamp when I was like, wham, chicka, wham, wham, chicka, wham.
Wasn't that fun to listen to? No, it was not. That was horrendous. So, oh my god. So yeah, we're already off on a bad foot with this movie. Like, the trailers didn't look enticing. All the behind-the-scenes stuff is making me hate this even more because of the people who are working on it and what they're saying, especially Halle Bailey and the Disney executives and the director and all this other shit. And now the soundtrack, this one's the final nail in the coffin. This movie's going to fucking blow. I hope this movie does not make money. It will. No, because there is no justice in this world. It'll make a crap ton of money. But, oh my god, this is going to be torture when I have to see this soon, so... Oh, man. I'm gonna go watch the animated one just to cleanse my palate, so I'll see y'all next time. Bye.